guys, Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and this is a pentatonic scales guitar lesson. If you're trying to get blues soloing down, sometimes you can get overwhelmed with too much information. So I'm going to show you the starting point that I think you need to get to soloing as quick as possible. And it's just getting down the first position of the minor pentatonic scale before getting bombarded with learning five shapes or different positions, etc. You want to get this home row main E root first position minor pentatonic scale down with a couple of licks to add to your vocabulary. I'm going to show it all to you right now. Now, real quick, if you sign my newsletter at my website, martymusic.com, I've got a bunch of different free courses that I'll send to you when you sign my newsletter. So check that out down there. One of them is Essential Blues Licks, which I think is really helpful. But I'm going to show you some of these, beginner tips right now. I hope it helps. Here we go. All right, I'm going to talk about the pentatonic scale right now, and really, more for a beginner. And I think it's way, way more valuable to get this main shape down with some vocabulary, meaning like learning some kind of set licks in this position first before you get bombarded with trying to memorize five shapes of the scale. Guys like Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Hendrix too, they spent most of their time in this one position, and they certainly were not beginner guitar players, and they certainly didn't run out of licks and ideas in this spot. So I think it's much more valuable to get this one spot down with some licks. I think I made my point. All right, so we're going to be in the key of A, and you find this position by finding the root on the E string. So if I'm playing blues in A, or that kind of thing, then you would plug in the pentatonic with that same key, that same root. So we're going to do it in the 5th fret E string right there. And so here's what you need to do first is play 5th fret and then pinky on the 8th fret and then 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the A. And then we're going to do the same thing on the next two strings, 5, 7, and on the G string, 5, 7, and on the B string, 5, 8 again. And then on the high E string, 5, 8. And then, so that was called ascending. I was going from the lowest note to the highest note. Now we descend and we go 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. One and two and three and four and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That was playing it straight. Now the other feel that I think is really important, especially for blues playing, is in triplets. So if I was going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or quarter notes 1, 2, 3, 4, you play groups of 3 over each of those 4 counts. If I said 1, 2, 3, 4, I would want to play the scale 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Triple, 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 triple. It's a great thing to just practice up and down when you're watching a movie. 16, 17 years ago, I used to say waiting for your Pop-Tart, as just more as kind of like a humorous joke, but it's true. You don't have to even be plugged in. You want to just be programming this scale up and down to just get it under your fingers, get muscle memory. And the more you do that, then it's easier to then add phrases and licks and really start to improvise with the scale. So the next thing that I recommend is, finding a jam track or looking up a blues backing track in the key of A for right now. And as you get more comfortable ascending and descending, the next thing I recommend is just repeating parts of that ascending and descending. And here's what that would look like as an example. So all I did was just repeat the first 3 notes. And then went up. If I descend 3 notes, or that's the beginnings of improvising and the beginnings of forming guitar licks. So that would be that next little move that you want to do. But here are just two really great licks to add into that. Like just little phrases, you know, learning a vocabulary. So here's the one I like a lot. I was, throwing more advanced chords in there so you can hear the context. But here is the lick. It's just those pentatonic notes from the pentatonic scale. That's the lick. And I'm on the G string. 7, 5, 7 on the G string. Then 5th fret on the B string. And then if you use the pad of your index finger for that B string, then you can use the more tip of it without having to lift your finger off and, moving it over. So it's like this. Pad on the first note, tip on the second note. Like that. So I'm going 7, 5, 7, 5 on the B, 5 on the G, 7 on the D. So okay, so that's lick 1. next one is real easy. Cover the B string and high E on that 5th fret. We're just going down, 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 down. And there's a lot of variations that move from that little motif or idea right there. One is sliding into it from a half step below. You don't hear it go down, you only hear it go up. It's also great because it's a repeating idea. So if you don't have a lot of licks, you can do that over you can do that for like a minute and then go somewhere from it. So that repeating idea sounds really good, feels really good. So those two right there are really, really valuable, and see what you can do with that. All right, hope you guys dug that lesson. I hope it helped you. Hope the information gave you something to think about and something to practice. Also, don't forget, when you sign my newsletter over at my website, martymusic.com, I'll send you some free courses that will help you with this stuff. I also have a bunch of premium courses there as well. So appreciate that extra support. Thank you for hanging out for a bit, and hope to see you again soon. Take care.